Hi, I'm Chef Gail Sokol, and welcome to Baking with Success. Today I thought we'd make something sort of a little different, healthy granola bars. Now, yes, you're going to say, why do you want to make them, woman? Don't you want to just buy them because it's so easy? But you know what? A lot of people don't like the certain nuts that are in granola bars, or they don't like the fats, like trans fats, and they want to get them a little healthier. So here you can pick and choose what you want and make them just for you. So these are customized healthy granola bars. Let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is preheat our oven to 350 degrees. And we're going to toast a few ingredients first because things taste a lot better toasted, especially nuts and seeds. So in the sheet pan, I have 2 cups of old-fashioned oats. I have half a cup of sliced almonds, half a cup of pumpkin seeds, half a cup of sunflower seeds, and half a cup of wheat germ, and 1 cup of very packed sweetened coconut that's been shredded, and you can just buy that in the grocery store. Really mix it up and put it in the oven. Put it in there for 20 minutes, but after 10 minutes, mix it up a little bit with a spoon because the coconut tends to get nice and toasty. And then after it cools, and this has cooled, we're going to take this and we're actually going to put it into a massively large bowl and do this very carefully because I have been known to spill this all over the floor. So these are your dry ingredients for the most part, and then we're going to add a few accompaniments. And give yourself a few minutes to get this in here because otherwise you can be wearing it. So you can see everything is nice and brown and toasty, and that's delicious. So now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds and 2 tablespoons of flax seeds, both really healthy. Flax seeds have omega-3 fatty acids, really good for your heart. And that's what you see in fish, so they're really, really good for you. Chia seeds, really very good source of protein and fiber, as is the flaxseed as well. And you're just going to mix that up. You can even mix that up with your hands. And then I have my fruit, and here a lot of people will disagree what they want. So I like cherries, so I have half a cup of dried cherries. Don't even cut them, just put them in. Half a cup of apricots, which I sliced up with a knife, or you can just cut them up with a scissor, a kitchen shear, and half a cup of dates. Just put them in there. And at this point, I'm just going to use my fingers. You want to get those evenly mixed. And that's all it is. And now you're ready for your wet ingredients, and that's it. The next step to our easy granola bars is blending a few ingredients and bring them to a boil, and then we're going to add them to our dry ingredients. So the first thing I have is 1/4 cup of dark brown sugar. And if all you have is light brown sugar, just use light, but the dark has a little extra molasses in it and it's really tasty. I have 1/3 cup of maple syrup, any type of maple syrup. I try to use a high quality maple syrup. 1/3 cup of agave syrup. And if you don't have agave, just use a double amount of, or 2/3 cup of maple syrup, but that's fine. 3 tablespoons of canola oil, which is a healthier fat. It's a monounsaturated fat. 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract because it tastes the best. That's 1 tablespoon. That's a lot, right? But it really adds to the flavor. And 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. Just gives a little bit of extra flavor and it actually reduces the sweetness. And now I'm going to bring all this to a boil. All right, it's come to a boil, all our beautiful ingredients, and I'm just going to pour them over our dry ingredients. Just pour the whole thing in. And you're just going to mix it gently. Remember, the liquid's hot, so be careful. But you can smell the maple syrup. It smells so good. And sometimes I use my hands as it cools down, but you don't want to get burnt. I probably have Teflon hands after a while because I burn them so often. And once everything is completely blended, you want everything to be moistened because that's how you're going to get the structure of your granola bar. And as you're mixing these, you don't have to let it set. You're ready to bake these off right after. That's beautiful. You can see everything's sort of moistened, and that looks nice. Now, I've taken a 9 by 13 inch pan, a rectangular pan. This is just like a regular brownie pan or a rectangular cake pan. And I took some parchment paper. First I sprayed it with nonstick cooking spray. I covered just the length of the pan with some parchment, just so it comes up over the sides a little bit, and then sprayed the top of it, because this stuff, when it cooks, is going to get really sticky, and you want it to come out of the pan. And then you're going to take your granola, and you're going to pour it into your pan. And it's very loose, so remember, it's not going to look like a cake batter or a cookie batter. It is very loose. Don't worry about it. It's exactly the way it should be. So what you're going to do is you're going to push it down, and you're going to make sure you push it into the corners. Sometimes I like to pat it down super, super tight, so I will get a bowl of water, which I have here, and I'm going to use my hands. Your hands really are the best tool, so really moisten your hands. Don't worry about the water on them. And you're going to press down really firmly, because if you don't press down firmly, you're not going to get a nice, firm granola bar. And if it sticks a little bit, add a little more water. Press down really firm. That's it. Ready for the oven. 350 degrees for 30 minutes, and we're going to have homemade granola bars. So the granola bars came out of the oven nice and golden brown, as you can see. And you want them golden brown. Don't take them out before, because nuts and seeds and oats and coconut taste best when they're toasted. So once they come out of the oven, let it cool down, and then you would like to chill them in the pan for 2 to 3 hours. It makes cutting that much easier. I've cut them into rectangles with a nice sharp knife, and you can see how beautiful they look. You can pack them off to school with the kids for lunch, or maybe you want to bring one as a snack somewhere, or bring them to the friends or a meeting or work. And I'm going to dig right in. These are so good. They're chewy, they're crunchy from the seeds and the nuts, and then you got the sweet going on and the sour from and the tart from the cherries. It's just one good thing after another. So follow my channel, my YouTube channel, Chef Gail Sokol, and please visit my website, Baking with Success with Chef Gail Sokol, because there'll be plenty more YouTube videos. I have baking advice. I have lots of baking articles. Please join me and see what's going on. And in the meantime, I'm going to try this. It's so good. It is delicious. So yummy. I just got a cherry.